Okay, our session is officially on recording, and I want to welcome everyone to this special edition where we're going to be moving all the product backlogs to Jira environment where developers are going to be working on the work items. I know we treated Agile in project management. Did we move items to Jira? Did we? Okay, I must have forgotten. So let's carry on. So what it means is all the things we'll be doing, like the product backlog we've been creating user stories and acceptance criteria. In Excel document we have that our templates or that kind of document. That is not the environment. That is not where the developers are going to work on that. So we need to move the work items to Jira. So we need to set up our Jira environment. It's their duty as a business analyst to set up the Jira environment. Yeah, you are going to have a product owner working with you during the Agile board. It's your duty as a business analyst to do that design, all those acceptance criteria, all those user stories and acceptance criteria. You need to do it. That is technical job for you. And after then, you need to move them to environment where developers are going to collaborate with developers. As a matter of fact, where the developers were. And that is what Agile said. So anyone working within that Agile environment, working within the development team is a developer, except the product owner and Scrum Master. But any of the developers can as well become a Scrum Master. Yeah. So I don't know about that. So how many of you are Scrum Masters now? How many Scrum Masters have we got here? Do you have any Scrum Master here? Do you have any product owner here? You guys are not serious, you know?
No.
You guys are not serious. I've got a friend who just came to this country. He is one of my students. He did his Scrum Master, and a company sponsored him to this country. He's working here. So, yeah. Anyway, everybody does not want to travel anywhere. But if you do not have any tech background, and because I know so many of you will be coming later to say I studied sociology, I studied political science, now I'm in tech, but I don't feel quickly grabbing Scrum Master will change a lot of things in your academic background. Yeah, some of all these techs certification. So if you're looking for certification to do, these are quick certification you can use to cover up your tracks. But that doesn't mean that if you don't have a Scrum Master, if you don't have any certification, as a matter of fact, so many of you guys working do not have any certification. It's just what we learned here and their experience. That's what the employers are looking for. Okay, let's quickly move. So what we are going to do is we are going to set up Jira environment. From Jira, we can then start, once the environment is set up, we can then start moving work items to that Jira. So it's going to be Yeah, I don't have the notes. I don't have notes on this, so don't ask me for notes. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share my screen where we're going to first create a Jira environment before we start moving items to that environment. And this is the product backlog. The product backlog we are going to be moving. This is it. From here, the items need to move. Yeah. Okay. And now, what I'm going to do is to go to Jira. Jira is a product of a company called Atlassian. So you see Jira, if you go to your browser, if you type Jira, you see Jira Atlassian. Atlassian is the name of the company. Atlassian is just like, say, Google. Google have so many products we are using. It's just like, say, Oracle. Oracle have so many products. Just like, say, SAP or say Microsoft. So that is the position this Atlassian is. And Atlassian is the owner of Jira. They are the owner of Trello. So Jira is not the only product. They are very popular. Jira is one of their most popular products anyway. But what we are looking for here is Jira or Jira software. So that's what we're going to look for. Yeah, see here, that is Atlassian here. So the Jira is, let's look for the pricing here. The pricing, so you see, it's so everybody can get it. You see here, if you look at Jira here, you see this is free forever, and free forever is for 10 users. So in a team of 10 users, you can grab this. It's going to save you costs. So using this judiciously will quickly save you something like this. Can save this in every month. Yeah, you and your team. So, and that's what we're going to use. If you have multiple teams, or yeah, you can scale up and start using standard, premium, or enterprise version. So I encourage you to play around with this. Sign up and play around so you learn how it works. Because if you're going to be a technical business analyst or IT software engineer or a project or a scrum master working within the agile, Jira is the most popular environment, most affordable. Yeah, so that's it. And very detailed environment. Because I've already got an account, I don't need to sign in or grab any of the free trial. All I need to do is sign in. Well, it's not difficult. It doesn't require, just put your email and address and your name and so your email and password and yeah, maybe address or your phone number. And but if you have Google account, you can use Google account to sign in. So what I'm going to do here is to sign in because I've already have an account. Well, this is where you're going to come uh, to get started. So get it free, me, I'm signing in. So now you're bringing me to sign in page where I will use my Google account. It's already prompting me to sign in using my Google account, which I'm going to do. So you can see I'm already signed in now. So I'll go home here. Like you see, the product Citrello here. So I'll go to home and Atlanta home. So yeah. So now I'm in here, but we can still have two product here. It's either I want to this is Atlassian, so it's either I use my Jira account or I use my Trello, which here I'm working. I want to work with Jira. So going to Jira. Okay. You can see within the Jira environment now. So, so these are some projects we've worked on in the past. So, yeah, I can start a project or I can create a new project. So what I'll do here is I'll create a new project. Mm. So you have to create a new space. I wanted to add a new project, but it's not allowing me, so I have to create a new space. From that, I'll create a new project. So from this space, you can see the project you are going to create. Is up to you, knowing the kind of projects you are working on. You can use Jira to manage any kind of project. Looking at it here from this area, you can see this menu. You can see bundle. Yeah, I'm not creating a bundle. You want a custom template, you want a software development project, you want a service management project, you want a work management, product management, marketing, human resources, any kind of project, even legal, you can manage it here. But in our own case, we are going to implement a software. So we'll call it software development. And I'm going to click on this. And then we can choose which framework, which agile framework we want to use. You remember when we treated agile, we talk about Scrum, and we'll talk about Kanban as well. So how these are different environment or framework you can use depending on the kind of products or projects you are working on. Like, it's very clear. This is for product road mapping and this is for cross-functional team. But our own is very clear. We want to manage our project in Scrum environment, because Scrum is what is going to give us the user story environment, acceptance criteria, bug fixing, tasks, and yeah, Scrum. That is what we're going to use. We're going to select this, and we're going to use this Scrum templates here. So use template, and we name the name of our project here. So we say chant up D365 ERP. Yeah. And here is going to be team managed. So it's going to be team, not company. So we'll just select team managed. And yeah, we'll click next. Bring team. So if I've got team I want to bring in, I will invite them, but I don't know these people. They're not my team. So yeah, I'll skip this. So the project environment is created now. So you can see it here. So you see chant up D365 And this is what we call board, Scrum board. So this is our sprint board, not Scrum, sprint, sprint board, or this is sprint environment. So this is where we are going to be working on daily basis. So once we bring our product backlog and plan a sprint, all the work items are going to be seen on this to do. So that is it. But we don't have anything now. There's no work item, nothing to do. So if we're working, we can drag our work to in progress, done. If we want to add more of this board, we call this board. This is what we call board. We can come here, you see, we create another column, call it a board. We can say testing, and we save it, and it's going to appear. This thing is drag and drop. We can drag it, and I can move this one to this place. Yeah, and that's it. So where am I going to? You see, go to backlog. This is where, if I want to start work, I have to go to product backlog. And we don't have any product, but this is backlog. There's no product backlog yet, nothing here. You see, nothing is here, it's empty. This is backlog. So, and this is the timeline. So if we want to start planning our work, yeah. This is where we have to start. We have to create epics first and then start creating works. And if I want to, yeah, I don't have anybody here. If I have team I'm working with, all the people I'm working with, they are going to appear here. So, and if I want to create a team, this is where I can create a team. I create a team, I invite my team, and I can assign this project to the team, which we are going to do. So what we are supposed to do is you and your team is going to come here and create a team. If you create a team, you start a project, and that's it. Invite all the team members, at least 10 people can be invited here, and people can start. And this is the summary of what we are project we're working as. Everything here is empty because we don't have any work item. So we have calendar. You know what calendar means, and we have a list. Yeah, this list, and everything here is just empty because there's nothing going on. And we have a forum where you guys can collaborate. You know what that forum is. Just like the forum in Create Camp, and this is development. So nothing is happening here. This is code. So if you want to pull a work from GitHub or GitLab or any of this environment, this is where you can pull your work from, and archived work item and more. To have page and have shortcuts. So, but for now, the most important thing is this timeline, backlog, and board. This is where will be the tabs you need here most. And this is it. We start from here. We have to start from here. So you have to then start creating yes, epics from here. So Okay. So that's the epic here. So things we need to do. This is procurement. So it's a task. So under this, we need to procure the license we need to use. So that's it. You can see got the first thing here, procurement. And yeah, it's created as the epic is created. And under here, we need to add a work item under procurement. Yeah, it's not going to be, you see here, when you want to add a small work under this big epic, it's going to show you see a drop down. Yeah, you should know the work item you want to add here. And as a matter of fact, once you start working here, what you are going to be hearing, or the team will be calling, is PBI, product backlog item. You're not going to be hearing so much about user story or task or bug. It's item, call it PBI. So which one do we select? Because it's not a user story and it's not a bug, it's a task. Select task. Yeah. Procure license. Yeah. ERP license. D 365 ERP license. That's it. Yeah. And that is the first thing we'll do here. So this one is sorted. So we need to create another epic. Come here. You see, this is the epic we have here. We have general ledger. You move it. So under general ledger, yeah, what are the work items under general ledger, which is because that's what you need to do, plan your work. So well, this is have a chart of accounts, and that's it here. Yeah, chart of accounts. So when we want to describe it in details, we can use this. We can just grab chart of accounts. And this chart of accounts is going to be user story, not a task. We say, yeah, say create or configure. Let's just say create chart of accounts, and we'll save it. And any other work item under general ledger, the general ledger will have account closing period. And we save. And what again do we have on the general ledger? So now we have account receivable, we have cash management, we have financial reporting. So we then are going to move account receivable and account payable. Do we have accountant in this class? Okay, this is sorted. We create another epic here. I'll call it account receivable. And under account receivable, we have, what do we have under account receivable? Customer invoicing. It's customer invoicing. No. Here we save. And then we'll have, I'll bring one more item here, which is account payable. Account payable. We'll bring account payable here. So we've created this, and on the account receivable. So we'll create another epic here, and we'll save. And what do we have on the account? Vendor payment. Vendor payment. And yeah, we'll move vendor payment here. And no, it's here. Yeah. We'll create or configure vendor payment.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
This account payable and vendor account receivable, account payable. We did not check whether it's tax or user story or storm or so. It doesn't matter.
It's already, you should know what it is here. You can't use user stories. Can't you see it here?
Okay.
It's already user story. You should have planned your work. Say, I've planned my work here. You should have, I've sent this document to you guys long ago. So you should be able to study it and know which one is user story and which one is, so you see it here.
Okay.
So now I've moved some of this item here. I'm not gonna move everything. You know, when you want to do your work, you can move back now because of time. So we'll move some work item here. So yeah. And yeah, you see we'll have 4 epics here. And if you go to backlog, you see we'll have some work items on our, but it's our backlog here. You see we've got something here. Yeah, have some work here, what to do. So, but they are not refined, They don't have enough information. So developers cannot work on this way. So all you need to do is refine your work. For instance, this, open it. If you click on it, it's going to open here. You see it's open here, so you can refine your work. So this is where you procure. This is very straightforward. Procure license. The description, it doesn't need to explain anything to developers. So yeah, it's a very simple process. And I'll save it. And I'll come down here. It's not my duty to assign it to anybody here. So I'll come down and I'll look for story point. We talk about story points here. So we don't have sprint, so we don't have sprint, so we don't have any. I'm the only person working on this thing, so we can't add anything. But the story point here, I will talk about story points. Story point is the how complex the work, help us to determine the size of the work. So how complex the work is easy, is it hard, is it difficult? We scale it within a scale of 1 to 5, a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the easiest and 10 being the most difficult. So that's what we do. So if we have planned it, the person that is going to work on like developers, for this particular one is the work I can do as a business analyst or a Scrum Master is buying a license, which is not a big deal. So I can give it 5 story points, not buying a license. And that's it. I can say I'm done with this particular work. I've finished my refinement on this work item. And I'll come over here and I'll close it up. And so I've got this one sorted out, and I'll come down to the second work here. We have 2 work item here. I'll open it up to refine it, and I'll add the description so that the developers will really understand what I mean by create chart of accounts. And I'll come over here, and this is the user stories here. This is the story. I'll copy the story here, and I'll come down here. I'll create acceptance criteria. You must create an acceptance criteria so that they know the benchmark. Yeah. come here and move the acceptance criteria. The acceptance criteria here. I'll copy it and I'll paste and I'll save. So I'll fully describe this work item and I'll come here. So if I have the developer that I'm doing, what we'll call this is what we'll call grooming or refinement, backlog refinement. So you know what we are doing. We're trying to refine your work, give it more meaning. Like whoever is working here, everybody here, every work item, everybody should be on the same page. Nobody should struggle to understand what is going on. So if one person is struggling to understand, the team will continue to refine the work so that everybody will be on the same page. So developers can say, no, this work will take us some time, and let's give it 9. It's not a piece of cake, and we save. Yeah, we are not starting yet, so we cannot assign it to anybody yet. But these are the most important thing we've done here. We've determined the size of the work, and we have described the work, giving it more meaning, and we can close it now. And we'll come again to another one, open it. And we'll come back here and we'll grab this and go to description. Yeah, you might think this is easy. It's not that so easy because you might find yourself, you can have up to 1,000 work items. You need to move, you need to refine them, you need to keep refining them. So, and acceptance criteria. But it's not difficult if you are willing to do it. And I'll move the acceptance criteria. And that's it. I'll save. And I'll come back here again. Have a story point. Estimation. I'll give this one 8. And I'll save it. And I'll close. And I've sorted these two epics. And I'll move to the third one, which is account receivable. It has only one user story, and we'll open the user story. Then we'll go back to our product backlog and we'll move down to account receivable, and we'll copy the description, the real user story, because telling the story about the user's perspective. We'll copy it and we'll come back here, go to description, and we'll drop it. We'll equally add acceptance criteria. So there is acceptance criteria. And I save. And Scroll down to story point, where I will give it another 8 story point, and we'll save, and then we'll close, and then we'll have one work item here. We can see we are tired. Next day we'll continue to where we stop, and yeah, we'll have one work item here that is not refined. We can leave it. So it's a continuous process. Refinement doesn't, you don't do it in one day. Continue to refine your work, continue to add more work items, and you're adding, you're refining. So now we'll have some work, have some refined work. The next thing for us to do is to go to backlog. And if you go to backlog, you can see we'll have some work items. You can see here we have 30 story points available. So this means that this is work available. These are what we will refine. So we can even start a sprint today. So this is sprint environment. If we want to start a sprint, all we need to do is we move work item from here to sprint. And that is what we are going to do. So we call it sprint planning. So we start moving. You see, I'm dragging and dropping. That's what we do, drag and drop. I'm dragging it from a backlog to sprint environment. I will drag the amount of work I want to, and I want to move all the refined work. Yeah. And yeah. So this is it. And that is the work we want to work on. So the team can equally say, let's do more refinement. But if you are comfortable with the refinements you guys have done, everybody is happy, there is no need of doing another refinement. So we have 30 story points. That is the capacity of this work. So, and if you want to start a sprint that's going to last for 2 weeks or 1 week or 1 month, this is where we start. We should know what sprint is by now. Going from what we've learned from project management, we click here, it's open, and it's called Sprint 1. And it selects Sprint 2 for us, Sprint 2 weeks sprint for us. 2 weeks is the most popular sprint duration. But according to Scrum guide, we can do more than 2 weeks, we can do less than 2 weeks. And you see it here, you see 1 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Well, let's choose 2 weeks. And we choose it, the date is already configured. And we say we need to give sprint goal. What is the purpose of this sprint? What do you want to achieve? You know, I want to set up and configure and customize Dynamics 365 ERP for Tent Up Limited. And the whole team must agree that this is what we want to achieve within the 2 weeks, so that after the 2 weeks, Chantop Limited, their finance and account department can start using this Dynamics 365 for their internal operation. And I will say click start, and the sprint will start. Click start. So, and you say sprint has started, and it will automatically move us from product backlog to Jira sprint board. You see here, we have a lot of work here. We'll need to do here. That's it. And what do we do? Over the 2 weeks, within the 2 weeks, we're going to deliver this work item. We're going to finish this. And within that 2 weeks, we're going to be having what we call daily stand-up. Every day, the team will come together before they start work, maybe in the morning for 15 minutes to inspect and adapt. Everybody have to come and talk about what they've done, what their challenges, and what they are planning to do every day till the 2 weeks elapse. So you can say, yeah, everybody, you business analysts, you are part of this, and we're not refining again. We'll finish refining. We'll move this work here, because this is the first thing you need to do. If there is no license, there's nothing to do. So you go around, secure the license for the team to start work, and we put it in work in progress. As long as you have not secured, you will leave it here for work in progress. As soon as the license is ready, you don't need to test license. So all you need to do is drag it to done here. And it's done. And every other person, if it's you working alone or you have other developers, now they start their work because you already have the license. So anyone who is working, it can be one person, it can be two people working simultaneously. This person will start configuring and creating and configuring and customizing chart of accounts to meet the need of finance and account department in Chantop. And once that is done, you do a brief testing. Once after testing, you guys are happy, you move it to done. And that's how you are going to do it. And maybe this time, as you guys are working, somebody who is working on this, I can see me working on this. Everybody, whenever you select a work, you need to put your name so you know who did the job. So, and I started having issue with my laptop. I can't continue because my laptop is broken. And I will do what I will do is I will seek the attention of the school master by raising up a flag. I'll raise a flag and I'll come here and write what is happening to me. My laptop, I have a faulty laptop, and I'll confirm and I'll save and I'll go and relax for somebody to come and attend to me. And the Scrum Master will quickly see that somebody is raising a red flag in the field. And they will run and call, hey, Mr. Charles, what's going on? What's wrong with you? Can I help you? I've got a faulty laptop. I can't do anything now. You say, okay, just stay calm. Don't worry. You go to the IT support and tell them one of my team members got a faulty laptop. I need a spare laptop so that I can continue the job ASAP. And you secure a new laptop for me and take my old one for repair. And once that is done, I will thank him and I go back and I'll remove the flag. And you see, that is how Scrum Master comes to, when you say solve problem, unblock the blocker, and I'll move it to testing, and I'll move it to done. And this one, I tried to do this one, and time choked me. So I don't have enough time. So what do? I move it back. Yeah, you can move some work item back if you can, but it's not good for you to be moving work. Try to understand that's the purpose of using this story points. So it will help us to know the amount of work we can do within a given period. So see now, I've agreed that I will do this, and now the 2 weeks is over, and we have not even started this. We can't leave it here because we're going to have, at the end of the sprint period, we will have to complete and close the sprint, whether we finish or not finish. But we will have some work item we couldn't finish. What do? I come over here and say, what do? I need to move this work back to backlog. Yeah, that's what I need to do. And it's on to do. Okay, let me go to backlog. Yeah, and see this is the work here. That is it here, and I'll move it back. Yeah, this work item will go back here. Let's confirm. Yeah, you see it's back here. Because I can't do it. And yeah, so come back to our board here. You see we don't have any other work. So the sprint is over. Come over here, complete our sprint. You can't just drag and drop here, done, and say thank you. You need to officially close, because if you don't close the sprint, this environment will not be available for any other work. It will assume that you are still working. So what for this and for you to clear, it's just like clearing a site for the next work period to start. That yeah, the weekend you finish you wash every place, the environment you work, make it clean for the work, for a fresh work coming new week. So I'll come here and I'll click complete the sprint. And I've completed the sprint 1. And if you come back to the board, you find out that the board is empty now, cleared. So come here. Here you see it's clear now, nothing is here. You see it now looking like we've not done anything here, but we'll spend a lot of work doing some work. So you see it here. So it's now ready for another set of work, which is going to be sprint 2. And you come to product backlog, you see the sprint environment is very clean now for you to start moving some more work. So here, what we'll do is if we have more work, we can just go back to our backlog and we'll continue to move work items to here. We'll continue to refine we'll continue to move to sprint, we'll continue to execute, we'll continue to, it's a cycle, it never stops. So the guys finish the job or the project or whichever form. That is the way it is done. Yeah. And if you come to summary, you see that we started showing some statistics showing what is done and what is not done and things like that. So, yeah. So, all the work item here. And, so, these are two works we've got here not done. So, month. Yeah. Mm, yeah, this one is done. That's what we have seen some work not is done. So this epic is done. And we'll put it so done. We finish everything about this epic. And this one equally is done. One is done. So come here. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, let's see. And come to this one. It's not fully done. So that is it. And yeah, and if we go to our summary, yeah, so yeah, yeah. So this is what we'll have to do here. We'll have two epics. We'll see here two epics and two user stories, making it a total of 4 to do. That's why you're seeing 4 here. And there, that is it. That's why you are seeing this one here. Look at it here. Yeah, that's total work here. We'll come here. This epic is to do. It's not done. This another epic to do. And in each of these epic, we'll have one user story. So we'll have a total of 4 work items, both on to do on epic and user story level. So yeah, so you see here the two works here have been crossed, and that's what we've done so far. Yeah. So that is how you've moved work items to Jira, and you refine your work. That's what we've achieved tonight. We move work item to Jira. Then the second thing is to refine the work. And then after refining the work, we do what we call sprint planning. And after sprint planning, we started executing on the work. And after execution, we close. And that's it. Once you close your work, it's expected that the team will go and have another meeting. There's 2 meetings they need to have before they start another work. This work they've done, they need to go and present the work to the stakeholders to get feedback from stakeholders. And that is what we call sprint review or sprint demo. You need to go and demo to the stakeholders. So once you finish their demo to the stakeholders, we gather review or feedback that will be part of the next work. And then once you finish that review with the stakeholders, then the next thing you have to do is what we call sprint retrospective. That retrospective is when the stakeholders are not going to be involved, it's just the development team, developers. We come together as a team to analyze their work for the past duration or period they've just concluded. What went well, what didn't go well. In waterfall environment is equivalent to lesson learned. And everybody will come out and talk about what they think it didn't go well, and nobody is going to use it against you that you say that Mr. Charles, I didn't like the way Mr. Charles is bullying us. Nobody's taking it personal. Everybody needs to open up, speak up, and so that the team will be more bonded and be able to come out and do a better job. And that's it. After sprint retrospective, like I say, the team never rests. Once that meeting is over, which is expected that, let's say, that job finished on Friday. On Friday, you have this sprint retrospective, and everybody go home. By Monday, you start another sprint. By a new sprint planning, it becomes a cycle. So this is how you continue to generate values to your organization recurrently. So that's where we're going to end it for tonight. If you have any question, I'll ask a question. Yeah. Okay, let me see who raise a hand. Have Ijama Nyabuna. Yeah, you can have the floor.
Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Good evening.
Thank you for the class. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
My question is not with the lesson for today. It's just I want to talk about my experience with the chant of this. I successfully downloaded the mobile app, but trying to upload the required information, I got stuck along the process because the steps where I'm supposed to upload my picture, because that's the first step, it couldn't upload. So I tried to do the rest of the uploading of the informations, And when I finished, it didn't get me logged in. So I don't know if it's something I didn't do wrong or something I didn't do right, or it's a technical fault from ChantUp.
You can't upload their profile pictures.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe try to chant admin. I think there's other. You see, maybe I think Ordinaka is there. You can chant them up to guide you or find out. I will try to see why. I've been uploading. It might equally be network, or I've been doing for uploaded changed pictures, profile pictures today.
Yeah,
So
because I tried it like every now and then. I go back to try it again. Even this, while we were in the class, I tried to do that as well, but it wasn't going through.
Okay, which code are you using?
It's a Samsung.
Okay, say Samsung, it should work because it's Android that downloaded it from Play Store.
Yes.
So it should be able to work. So yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you everyone. I'll try to see what is wrong with the picture or why it's not yeah. Whether it's from our side or it's from network. So yeah, guys, tomorrow we are going to have a meeting so that you people can tell us what you guys have achieved within the last 1 week. We'll finish onboarding you. Yeah, that's what we need to do tomorrow. So tomorrow is their day, and every team needs to come and present. We're going to call it project status update. Every team is coming to present what they've done, what they've achieved within the last week. Okay, so you've been in your group, you've been onboarded for 1 week now.
Okay.
And time is not waiting for you. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, and good night.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Yeah, thank you.